Okay, so this right here, it's what reminds me a bit of the scene where Mara and Loki are recruiting Bart and Erika, the giants. I'll show you. So I used my snowshoes today. It's kind of slippery and there's a bit of snow, as you see, and I used them to walk up this hill. In the background, you see more hills on the gorgeous Swedish countryside. And one of them right in front of us. So this is the kind of place that you could imagine where Mara and Loki are on their recruitment tour to recruit the giants for Mara's campaign. Imagine them standing here and the ground starts shaking. The stabilizer on my phone is probably not helping here, so I'll just keep it steady. And this hill right in front of us, it starts to crack open. Meanwhile, in the background, all those hills, same thing. Something is coming out. Something big and something that Mara would never have imagined lived here under the Swedish earth.
Loki stared into the distance with a worried look on his face. I scrambled to my feet on the shaky ground. A low rumble filled the air. It swelled to the sound of mountains cracking open. When I followed Loki's gaze, I saw that that was exactly what was happening. The hills in front of us were shaking wildly. Trees started to fall down. Stones and boulders rolled down the slopes as if they were marbles, very noisy ones. One by one, the hilltops burst open. From the cracked top of the hill closest to us, muddy fingers the size of the fallen trees dug out into the open. Two enormous, hairy hands pushed through to hold opposite sides of the hole and broke the entire hill open. In the crashing sound of shattering rocks and splintering trees, a creature crawled out of its hiding, more terrifying and splendid than I could have made up. The hair on its hands, arms, legs, and hunchback made up for the baldness on its square head. It had one large eyebrow, filled with mud from its mountain. Underneath the brow, 4 eyes blinked against the light of the snow. One pair perched on each side of its nose. It's truly disturbing to look at a face with 4 eyes, as if you're pissed out of your mind. The nose was almost a mountain by itself. It was crooked and had a giant mole with hair sticking out of it on the left nostril. Its mouth didn't seem to have lips. It had teeth, though, lots of them. They don't seem to have dentists in Giant Land. Even with its mouth closed, the teeth of this specimen stuck out. They were pointing forward almost more than down and upward. The giant slowly got up on its feet and swayed from left to right before it found its balance. I wondered how long this guy had been underground. Although we were on a hilltop, we had to look up to meet its many eyes. This thing was huge.